What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a great day. Coach Leo here. Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the hidden reason your testosterone is low. So if you know me before, you watch any of my YouTube videos, or you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm a big fan of recovery. Why? Because recovery is what's gonna reduce our cortisol level. It's what gonna help us to recover better, help us with our blood flow, help us with our metabolism, help us with boosting our testosterone. So what is dehydration? What happened to our body when we are dehydrated? We're not gonna recover properly. Our blood flow, our cortisol gonna be high. So once we understand this mindset, once we understand the science behind this, we're gonna fix this. Because with most of my clients, they understand that they need to drink 3 liters of water every day, but they don't do it. They're not motivated to do it. Sometimes they forget, right? But once I explain for them why we're doing it, the science behind it, what's gonna happen to our body if we don't drink water, if we're dehydrated, then they are more motivated to do it. Like they feel like their brain is forcing them to do it. It's like going to work, right? Why you go to work? Sometimes you don't feel motivated to go to work, but you are always disciplined, right? You need to pay the bills. You know, there's something from it, like you getting money from your job, so you pay the bills. So it's the same thing with what we're doing here. That's how we build the habits. So let's start with the connection. So when you're dehydrated, your cortisol goes up. Your cortisol is the stress hormone, and when it goes up, guess what? Your testosterone gonna go down. Your body goes into survival mode, not growth mode. So what happened physically? Your blood, it's gonna get thicker. Your circulation gonna drops, and your oxygen delivery slows down. Your oxygen delivery to the muscles. So less oxygen and nutrients. Now let's talk about what causes dehydration and kills your testosterone. First, energy drinks and coffee. If you know me before, you know I don't drink coffee. I don't drink any energy drinks. It's been like this for 5 years because coffee and energy drinks are diuretics. That means they get rid of all the nutrients from your body. That's why most people, they can't even tolerate energy drinks and coffee. They go straight to the toilet after they drink it, right? So stop drinking it for like 1 week and then drink it again, and you're gonna feel the same. Intense training without rehydration. If you over training and you're not dehydrating properly, then you gonna get dehydrated. I'm gonna talk about how to hydrate properly after the workouts, before the workouts, and during the day. Not enough salt. Salt is so important because salt is what's gonna take the water into our muscle. It's what's gonna carry this in our body, in our blood system, right? So we need at least 3 grams of salt. So make sure you're having Himalayan salt, the pink Himalayan salt, or the Celtic salt. Celtic salt is one of the best salt. It's so healthy. So it can be a little bit expensive, but it's worth it. It's an what's called investment. So make sure you're spreading 3 grams. Don't take it all together. Just spread it throughout your meals. I do 1 gram in the morning with my ginger, salt, and lemon. I'm gonna talk about this after. Alcohol. It's like coffee. It's diuretic. Once you drink alcohol, you're just gonna feel it the next day. You're gonna wake up, you're feeling so dehydrated, you're feeling tired, like brain fog, all this stuff. Too much caffeine during the day, as I said, it's diuretic. But if you have a little bit of coffee, that's fine, of caffeine. For example, I drink matcha like once a day. That's it, 1 cup. And I don't drink it like every day, maybe 3 times a week, 4 times a week before my workouts. If I'm working on something, I need to focus. Because matcha have caffeine, but it release it in our body in a slow way. It's not like caffeine. It's so intense. Once we drink it, we feel it. If you're drinking, let's say 1 cup of matcha or 1 cup even of coffee, it's fine. But if we're drinking like 2, 3, 4 times, because I know most of you guys, they drink 3, 4 coffees, and make sure you don't drink it first thing in the morning. Have breakfast and then drink it after. Hot weather or sauna. So if we're living in a hot country, now I'm in Dubai, it's not this hot, but still, it's like 29, 30 degrees, so it's hot. So you need to make sure you're drinking a little bit more. Guys, if you're doing any kind of keto diet or whatever it's called, you can't skip eating fruits. Fruits are so important, especially if you're eating something like berries, something like strawberries, coconut. I'm going to talk about this later. So fruits are so important. It have a lot of nutrients that our body needs. So now let's understand some tips that's gonna help us to hydrate, and especially if you have a heavy training day or if you're feeling like you really need something to hydrate. Sparkling water. I drink sparkling water. I try my best to drink it every day, like 500 ml. Sometimes I drink it like 3-4 times a week, depends if I have some at home or not. It's not like a must, but it really helps me with hydration because helps carry the CO2 to the muscle, which actually improve hydration and blood flow. The more oxygen and CO2 exchange happens properly, the better your muscles and hormones work. And last tip, that's something I do every single morning for 4 years straight now, and it helped me a lot with my digestion and to get more hydrated, especially when we first wake up. Salt, ginger, lemon, and I add 10 grams of glutamine to it. Glutamine is mostly for my digestion, but it helps with hydration. And then during the day, I drink at least 3 liters of water. All my clients, they have a task every day. We need to make sure we're drinking 3+ liters of water. But guys, watch out for something. If you drink a lot of water, like more than 5 liters or more than 4 liters, it depends on your body weight. If you feel like you're going to the toilet too much, it can dehydrate you. So drinking a lot of water can dehydrate you by flushing all the nutrients from your body. So watch out. I'd say stick to 3 liters of water. Make sure you're eating a lot of fruits and coconut water. If you can get the fresh coconut water, not the one you get from like the supermarket that's, you know, like in a bottle and there's some shit inside. I don't know what it's called. So get a fresh coconut water. And last thing is carbs. It's called carbohydrate. So make sure every day you're eating at least 50 grams of carbs. Sweet potato, rice, you know, it's so important. Even if you're on a strict diet, make sure you don't go below 50 grams of carbs. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys get some value. Hope you guys understand why it's so important to focus on hydration, on recovery, so we can boost our testosterone level and we take it to the next level physically and mentally. Because once we get strong physically, it's going to reflect to us mentally, right? So see you in the next video. Let's get it.